The tree who told bedtime songs. Once upon a time, in the heart of a peaceful town in America, there stood a remarkable tree, unlike any other. Its trunk was sturdy and wide, with bark that shimmered silver under the moonlight. The branches stretched high and far, weaving a gentle canopy above the grassy hilltop. This was not just any tree. It was the tree who told bedtime songs. Children from all corners of the town knew about the singing tree. Each evening, as the sun dipped behind distant mountains and the sky blushed in shades of pink and purple, families would gather beneath its leafy arms. Blankets were spread, little shoes kicked off, and tiny hands reached up to touch the tree's twinkling leaves, which made a soft, musical sound, like bells in the breeze. The story of the tree who told bedtime songs began long ago, when a tiny seed, carried by a playful wind, landed on the very spot. It was watched over by the moon and sung to by the stars. With every lullaby that floated down from the sky, the seed grew stronger, and its roots dug deeper into the earth. By the time it became a tree, it had absorbed thousands of gentle melodies, each one filled with kindness, hope, and wonder. But the tree didn't start singing right away. It waited, listening to the sounds of the world, the rustle of squirrels, the chatter of bluebirds, and the laughter of children playing nearby. Only when the tree felt the warmth of a child's hug around its trunk did it finally find its voice. On the first night, the tree sang. The air was cool and the stars twinkled with excitement. Little Emma, her teddy bear clutched tight, cuddled up with her big brother Max under the tree's sprawling branches. Their father, Mr. Parker, whispered, "Let's see if the stories are true." He tapped the tree's trunk gently. From deep within the tree, a sweet hum started, like the beginning of a song. The leaves rustled in rhythm, and the air shimmered with gentle notes. The tree's song was soft and soothing, floating through the night like a blanket of comfort. As the tree sang, the children's eyes grew heavy. The song told a story of a tiny squirrel who wished to touch the moon, and how, with the help of friends, the squirrel built a ladder out of dreams and climbed up, higher and higher, until it brushed its tail against the glowing moonbeam. The tune was magical, woven with laughter and hope, and before the song ended, Emma and Max were fast asleep, their dreams filled with moonlit adventures. Word spread quickly. Soon, every evening, families gathered beneath the singing tree. Each night the tree sang a different song, a lullaby about a shy fox who found her courage, a melody about a turtle who learned to dance, a gentle tune about a bear who made friends with a family of rabbits. Children listened, wide-eyed, as the tree's stories unfolded in song. The tree's voice was never the same. Sometimes it sounded like a flute, sometimes like a choir of birds, and sometimes it was as soft as a whisper in the wind. One night, a little boy named Lucas, who had just moved to the town, found himself alone and unsure. He watched other families gather, feeling shy and out of place. The tree noticed Lucas's quiet presence and decided to sing a special song just for him. The melody began with a single note, gentle and reassuring. The tree sang about a small chipmunk who felt lonely in a new forest, and how by sharing a smile and a story, the chipmunk found friends everywhere. The song floated towards Lucas, wrapping around his heart like a warm hug. By the end of the song, Lucas felt braver. He walked over to a group of children and said hello. They smiled, and soon he was laughing and playing, his worries melting away like snowflakes in spring. From that night on, Lucas was never alone. The tree's songs had given him the courage to reach out, just as the chipmunk had in the story. As the seasons changed, so did the tree's songs. In spring, the melodies were light and playful, filled with tales of rabbits hopping through fields of daisies and butterflies chasing rainbows. In summer, the songs were bright and lively, telling of picnics by the river, fishing for shimmering trout, and climbing high into the sunlit branches. Autumn brought songs of friendship and sharing, The trees sang about squirrels gathering acorns and birds flying south, about the magic of helping one another as the world prepared for winter. In winter, the songs became gentle and warm, filled with stories of snowmen who danced under the stars and cozy fireside tales of kindness. But the tree's most special song was saved for a night when the sky was so clear you could see every star. On this night, the tree sang a lullaby about itself, sharing its story with the children gathered below. The song began with the tree's own beginnings, a tiny seed carried by the wind, watched by the moon and sung to by the stars. It sang of growing roots, reaching for the sun and listening to the world. It sang of learning that the most beautiful music comes not from being alone, but from sharing stories, laughter, and love with others. The children listened, spellbound, as the tree sang about each child it had comforted, each family it had brought together. The song was gentle and wise, reminding everyone that just like the tree, they too could share stories and kindness, creating music in the hearts of those around them. As the years passed, the singing tree became the heart of the town. Children grew up beneath its branches, carrying the tree's songs in their hearts. Even as they became older, they would return, bringing their own children to listen to the magical bedtime songs. One day, a little girl named Mia arrived at the tree with her grandmother, who had grown up listening to the tree's lullabies. Mia was curious and asked, "How does the tree know so many songs?" "Beta, her grandmother smiled and said, "The tree listens to everyone's stories. Every time you share a feeling or a dream beneath its branches, it learns a new song." Mia decided to share her own story. She whispered to the tree about her wish to learn to paint and to make friends who loved art. That night, the tree sang a song about a young owl who dreamed of painting the sky, and how, by sharing her dream, she found friends who helped her paint bright sunsets with their feathers and laughter. Mia felt inspired, and the next day started drawing with her friends. Soon the tree's trunk was decorated with colourful paintings, and the singing tree became even more magical. The tree's songs didn't just comfort children, they also helped grown-ups remember the magic of bedtime stories. Parents busy with work and worries would find themselves relaxing beneath the tree, letting its gentle melodies wash away their troubles. The tree sang songs about hope, dreams, and the joy of small moments, reminding everyone that bedtime was a time for peace and togetherness. Sometimes, after a busy week, the whole town would gather for a special night of music. Lanterns would hang from the tree's branches, casting soft light on the faces below. The tree would sing its longest song, a story that wove together all the memories and dreams of the town. The children listened, cuddled close with their families, and the grown-ups remembered the lullabies of their own childhoods. The singing tree taught everyone an important lesson: that stories and songs have the power to bring people together, to comfort, inspire, and fill the world with kindness. Its gentle voice became a symbol of hope, reminding the town that no matter how busy or noisy life became, there was always time for a bedtime song. As the years went by, new families arrived and old friends moved away. But the tree remained, its branches growing wider, its trunk growing stronger. With every new story, its songs became richer, filled with the voices and dreams of generations. One spring day, a group of children decided to write their own bedtime song for the tree. They gathered beneath its branches, sharing ideas, laughing, and singing together. When they finished, they whispered their song to the tree, and that night, the tree sang it back to them, weaving their words into its music. The children's song spoke of friendship, adventure, and the magic of dreaming together. It was playful and sweet, with a melody that made everyone smile. The tree's voice carried the song across the town, and soon everyone was singing along. The tree became not just a teller of bedtime songs, but a collector of dreams. Its roots held the stories of every child who had ever listened, and its leaves shimmered with the hopes of the town. On quiet nights, when the moon was bright and the air was filled with the scent of blooming flowers, you could hear the tree's gentle lullaby floating across the fields and into cozy bedrooms. children would drift off to sleep, their dreams filled with magical adventures, knowing that the singing tree was always there, watching over them. And so, the tree who told bedtime songs became a legend, not just in the town, but in the hearts of everyone who heard its voice. Its songs were a reminder that every child's story matters, that kindness and imagination can change the world, and that the magic of bedtime is a gift to be cherished. No matter where you are or how busy your day has been, remember the tree's gentle lesson, that a story, a song, and a moment of kindness can create a world of wonder. And just like the tree, you can sing your own bedtime song, sharing love and comfort with those around you, turning every night into a magical adventure. As the stars twinkle above and the world grows quiet, imagine the singing tree, its branches swaying in the night breeze, its songs floating through the air. Listen carefully, and you might hear its lullaby, reminding you that every dream is worth singing and every child's story is worth telling. So close your eyes, snuggle in tight, and let the tree's bedtime song carry you off to a world of dreams where anything is possible and every night is filled with magic, hope, and love. And that is the story of the tree who told bedtime songs. A friend to children everywhere, a guardian of dreams, and a gentle reminder that the best stories are the ones we share together beneath the stars.